Okay, we're on. We're on. He's kicked out. The Gimp is kicked out.
He's been thrown out.
Yeah.
You want to ravish a bitch, don't
He's been
you?
ejected.
Yeah. I got that line because there were several British films I used to love as a young guy, 18, 19, where they would use the line and talk about sexual intercourse, like of ravaging.
It wasn't used in Snatch.
No.
Wouldn't it be used in Snatch? You ever see that?
No.
With Brad Pitt. Hey.
No.
Hey. Cigarette.
The first time I saw the line used for...
I try.
I saw they use the line that I'll ravage you for sexual kind a lot into Borges.
Oh, what was that again? That was
Showtime.
That was like that was Showtime's answer to Game of Thrones.
Different timeline. Borges came a few years before Game of Thrones aired.
Yeah, it did.
You liked Game of Thrones?
I did.
Would you ravage Game of Thrones?
Which character?
Would you ravage the whole show?
Just the women who are like.
Are you saying ravage or ravish?
I don't know. What, the words are not the same?
Oh, I don't know.
I don't believe
so.
so.
Are we just mispronouncing it?
Ravish.
Ravage.
I don't know. I know both are words, and I don't know. I'm stumped.
What if Mateo was like on a balcony somewhere, and he's just like talking to a lady? He's like, "I want to ravage you. I want to take you out to a nice dinner."
Let's get back into Brad Pitt.
Yeah.
Because that's one of my favorite actors these days, Mateo.
Okay.
I'll tell you why. He's the last man's man actor.
Really?
I think he's a great actor. What do you think, Mateo? Do you like Brad Pitt?
I don't really know. What was he in?
Oh, come on.
No, I'm being serious.
Fight Club, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
I like Once Upon.
Snatch.
I like very much Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. But
Babel.
Wait, why did you say it like that?
Yeah, why'd you?
Were you doing a Trump impression?
Yeah, I know.
Were you trying to do it? I really like Once Upon a Time.
It's one of my
in
favorites.
Hollywood.
Yeah.
Even though Leonardo DiCaprio
Even though
is 50 pounds overweight. You see
I
Leonardo
don't.
these days?
Hollywood
Yeah, yeah.
don't like me, but I like Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
That was
Have
why
you
I was trying to do it.
Have you seen Leonardo DiCaprio, Mateo? He's fat.
Not recently. Was he? No.
He's fat. Leo. Got a little gut to him.
Too many of those DiCaprios.
Yeah.
It sounds like a cookie.
I haven't seen him. But was he in a Gucci film that just came out?
No. That's with Al Pacino.
I know. Because that's.
Who's also very short and fat.
Yeah, I know. I haven't seen it, but I plan on seeing it this weekend.
How small do you think Al Pacino is? He's got to be at least 3'9" by now.
You're obsessed with height. You're
He's
obsessed with
so
that.
little.
I know.
Because when you get older, because Al Pacino's what, 102?
He's about
Yeah.
He's
Sounds about right.
102.
He's probably like. I bet you Warwick Davis is taller than Al Pacino. I bet you Warwick Davis towers. That's the midget from
I know.
Life's Too
Yeah.
Short.
I know who you're quoting.
What's the Willow? Willow, right?
Yeah.
That was the
I bet you
movie.
Warwick Davis towers over Pacino. Pacino's like, well, how's it going up there? How's the weather work?
He asked the guy to take a cereal off the cereal shelf for him at the store.
Which one?
Like sometimes he'll put cereal on the very bottom.
Oh,
and
yes.
it goes up higher and he can't reach it. So he has
Very funny show, Life's Too Short. My favorite scene in Life's Too Short is Johnny Depp going, get up, fucking fantastic. Get up. Get the fuck up.
I like when he puts Val Kilmer in a Batman mask and he makes the secretary guess which Batman
Is
it
that
is.
George Clooney?
And she doesn't know who it is. And then
I love George
he
Clooney.
takes the mask off and she's just like, oh, okay.
Oh, yeah. Val Kilmer.
was
He's
bad.
more recognizable without his face now.
He has a trek.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
He has like
yeah.
an eaten up face, doesn't he?
Yeah, but he's like dying.
No, I know.
What you're saying is wrong.
I'm puzzled by all of this. Like I'm not following.
I'm being very mean.
Did you know this? Did you know
No.
this about Val Kilmer? That
No.
he's like on his like
No, I haven't. I
he's
don't,
on his death wheelchair and he's just rolling around.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I don't really follow him.
Making everyone sad.
You know what's really sad about him rolling around in his death wheelchair, as you would put it, is that song by Kenny Loggins is still playing.
I'm all right.
No.
What song's that?
Fucking the song from Top Gun, the volleyball song.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah. I know that.
How's
I
it
know
go?
that reference. I know.
Goose.
How's it go?
Oh, I don't even know.
Exactly. No one remembers it, but we all can hear it in our head.
I love that song. When I play volleyball with my boys, that song plays and I dominate. And know what I do? I have my Tom Cruise guy, who's Patrick Haggerty, actually, and I grab him by his shoulders, and I just go, "We got to do this."
Tom Cruise is played by Tom Cruise plays Maverick.
I never
Yeah.
really seen Top Gun.
I never really. Yeah, I never seen it.
I've never seen it.
I only
either.
seen the porn parody.
Yeah,
Oh, how was the porn parody?
It's fucking gay.
very.
Okay.
Yeah, gayer than the movie.
It's actually straighter than the movie.
Yeah.
Not the porn parody I saw.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
Top Gun.
Yeah.
Fucking bottom gun.
Oh, so it's trans?
No.
Well, who's? Never
It
mind.
was just a porn parody. It's
Yeah, I
gay,
know, I
Gay,
know.
gay porn parody.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, it could be like a trans woman and a guy.
Starring Tom Cruise for Cox.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Do you remember when they were filming The Irishman and Robert De Niro was wearing high heels because he was so little?
They had
You
to
mean
try to.
platforms?
Yeah, they were,
Yeah.
Nah, he was wearing high heels.
Okay.
He was
Those are
wearing,
lady shoes.
He's wearing lady shoes.
They have to. They had to do that because his character was supposed to be physically imposing.
right.
Yeah,
But-
it pushes you forward.
But they hired a 102-year-old man to
Yeah.
play a 60-year-old man. And I think he's supposed to. Be,
There's a.
how old is
I
he
think
supposed
there's a
to be in the movie?
portion in that movie where Robert De Niro's not playing a Irish gangster, but a rooster, Mateo, because he walks around like a rooster. Caw-caw is how the roosters do.
Caw-caw.
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 I
think
hate
it is.
birds. Birds are so annoying.
And
People,
you know
people
what-
bird watch, and remember that guy? Who was the? Remember the black guy who got into the fight with the white lady?
That's the original Karen video.
The original
Yeah,
Karen
that,
video.
that woman who lives in my building. Yeah.
she lives
She
in your
lives in your
building.
building?
Central
She-
Park Karen that lives in your
Yeah,
building.
she lived in my building. She lived on the 5th floor. She moved back to Canada.
Wait, she was from Canada.
Yeah.
Wait a second. So that woman who was, so wait, she was a technically an immigrant,
Yeah.
and then she got into a fight with a black man, right?
No, not even. This, knowing the story close to hand and studying, and the fact that woman lived in my building and did a lot of snooping on her.
Ooh.
Like,
The bum, bum,
that guy was allegedly, they were in like a weird
What color?
dating situation.
Why?
Mateo,
Wait, wait,
Oh.
wait a second.
Ooh,
Who
look at
was
the
dating who?
That black guy approached her was they were dating for like on and off for like a month.
They knew each other. You're claiming they knew each
No,
other.
they did. They knew it for a month.
It's like
and
a Derek Chauvin,
Let me
George Floyd thing.
fucking. This story's ridiculous. They were dating each other for like a month and a half. It was like a weird situation, and the two of them had no chemistry, didn't get along. The guy apparently was constantly emailing her. She didn't ignored it. She was claiming she was stalking him, but in reality, she was stalking him. And then the wife of the black guy who made that video reported her for the cops because she was constantly driving around her property in the middle of the night, spying on them in the
Mateo,
car.
Central Park Karen.
Yes,
Right?
this is the same person.
And the man who was the bird watcher,
Yes,
right?
Yes.
You claim had a prior relationship,
There's a whole article in the New York Post about
and
this.
nobody knows about that. No, I've
There's a
never
whole-
read that.
This whole, I can send you the article.
He's Pepe.
And it's
Mateo was Snoopy. He looked like Michael Richards in Airheads.
and like I don't even know why no one brings this up
climbing
too, but
through
like
the
the,
vents.
the guy who is the bird watcher, the NYPD in a statement like a week later saying the guy's a publicly known dick.
As in private detective, or
No, like
That's his job.
no, like there was a statement put out from a local precinct in my area saying like, oh yeah, like we have complaints of this guy. He like lures dogs to him with like dog treats in his shoes and shit to like start fights with people.
Pepe. Do you remember when they tried to take away her dog?
Yes,
That was- I thought it was-
she got it back eventually.
And he did come out. Did you remember he did say that?
Yeah,
like,
don't
hey,
take away the lady's dog.
That's enough is enough already.
Yeah.
She's- I don't know. Maybe there is some truth to the.
They were both idiots in both instances. Two right,
I
something
don't
wrong.
see how
It
the.
was
I don't
very-
see how the fellow with the bird watch. I don't see how he was wrong.
Come
What
on,
did he do?
you're in the fucking brambles and you approach a woman coming out of the bushes, like
He didn't approach the woman. She approached him, didn't she?
coming out of the bushes, and when you're approached like as a guy, like
From what we saw, she approached him on the video.
On the video, that's why I don't
Yeah,
know.
yeah,
maybe-
yeah.
From what we
I
saw.
didn't see the whole thing.
yeah,
I don't even really
and from
remember
what
it.
he saw, was nothing but birds because he's
Yeah.
a bird watcher.
yeah.
I mean, the guy was just harmlessly bird watching, and then she was all like, "Can you stop doing that?"
But that is an annoying thing.
Yeah, go back to Canada.
Bird watching's annoying.
I like met her a few times in the elevator. She was always just a weird woman.
You so she's like one of those like weird neighbors.
Like she
that
was
snooped
just
around.
like overly talkative to people and stuff, and like she just. But whenever she would like talk to people in the elevator or lobby, it would just like come from a place that's
She was
like
"Where's the guy rattling in my vents the other day?
it's like I don't know. She's just like overly manic as a person.
This is my boyfriend, the bird watcher." What was I gonna say? Oh, there was a 2-week period in 2020 because that happened in 2020,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
Where white women were just losing their minds.
Yes.
Because everyone was just filming them, calling them Karens.
Yes.
Like, there was one video where the lady just melted down. She was like, now they're going to film this and put it on YouTube.
Everyone's gonna call me Karen. Yeah.
Like, who gives a shit?
That's
right?
just the most. That's like the most cunt move. I don't call them Karens. I call them cunts.
Right.
Because that's what you're calling them anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're calling them cunts. They know that.
Yeah, I know.
It's just fucking.
They
people
know
getting-
it. And I know it.
That's what they know, and that's what they hate it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, but isn't that why? I mean, we're just calling them cunts, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And just getting away with it.
I wouldn't call
by
someone
just
Karen.
Karen's such a stupid
It's like
fucking
a Disney
yeah.
Channel fucking
Yeah.
insult.
Fucking
It
Karen.
is. It kind of is.
It's very
Right?
fetch.
Very fetch.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like that's so fetch.
No, I call them twats. Twats is underrated.
I agree.
Right, Mateo?
I agree.
Twat.
Yeah.
It's a good name. It's good. That's a good word. Good fucking word. Anyway, moving on. Alec Baldwin, huh?
What about him? I haven't been following the investigation.
Have you not been following this? By the way, ever since this Rittenhouse fucking trial and this verdict, fucking the Alec Baldwin news has not been out there. And
No, I agree. I've witnessed that, and I haven't really questioned. I just kind of went
and the
with
sad
it.
thing is, this entire time, Alec Baldwin was like self-defense.
I honestly think
think.
that gun was there just to record our audio sound caps to like put into splice into like the prop.
You know
guns.
what? You know what? The other day I was watching the Departed, the classic The Departed.
Yeah, what about it?
And I was so glad that cast all survived because of that murdering prick Alec Baldwin.
Can you imagine what he
was
could
in
have?
the- on- it-
Alec Baldwin
Was part of the
what are you
cast.
talking about? And then, like Mark Wahlberg's and he punched a man to blindness.
Yeah, but that man deserved it.
Okay.
He was Vietnamese.
Okay.
Who won the war now? That's what I said.
Alec Baldwin.
Alec
Oh, put that gun down. Gun is for closers.
It's really funny how all these like liberal celebrities, like I'm not even like attacking them as a position, like they're so anti-gun violence and gun ownership, but like they like play the most.
You're
Like,
nervous on set?
no, they.
What are you going to do during
Let me
the
finish.
shooting?
They finish do the most violent, like Keanu Reeves, super Democrat, funds all the Democratic campaigns publicly against gun violence and gun rights, and he fucking makes John Wick the most violent film ever.
Don't besmirch Keanu on this
Okay.
podcast. He's great.
I know he is.
You call that a revolver?
What film was that?
You said a revolver's weak? You're weak.
Okay.
You know what you need to kill a DP?
What?
Brass balls.
What film is this from?
It's the classic Glengarry Glen Ross.
Okay.
Also starred Al.
I've not seen it.
You've never seen Glengarry Glen Ross?
No.
Have you seen the porno parody?
What's the
Glenn
title?
tickles Gary Glen
I
Ross's
did.
balls.
I have.
And it comes over his juicy mouth.
Puts his hairy balls in his mouth.
That's very funny. What's it called? No, you guys are talking about the Alec Baldwin verdict, but I'm sorry, case. How it went away in the news. You know what's the real story that's being covered up right now by the Kyle Rittenhouse verdict and also the Armory Allen, what's his name, Armory Allen case that's going on. The real story is Ghislaine Maxwell.
Ghislaine?
She's in court right now.
Who was that?
Exactly, Mateo.
No, what trial is it?
Ghislaine Maxwell was
personal friend.
She's friends with Epstein's accomplice.
Oh yes, you're right.
Ghislaine
yeah,
Maxwell.
that's not getting press either.
That's
yeah.
getting zero press. The biggest story in the last 2 years, and that's getting zero press because we're all focused on this fucking little fat fuck who got off on a fucking manslaughter charge, basically.
pretty much.
And we're all distracted. They keep
The
distracting
Alex
us, dude.
Jones thing. The Alex Jones is interesting to me.
What the hell happened
What
to Alex
about-
Jones?
Oh, he got the
He gained 10 pounds.
yeah that and the families had sued him for the defamation for Sandy Hook stuff.
What the hell do I care about that, though?
They won.
Okay, yeah, of
He
course
always-
they won. He made the whole thing up.
I know.
Alex Jones. Alex Jones had to give away his podcast equipment.
They're demanding it. Some of the people actually. Let's see if he does it.
They're taking away my microphones. Alex Jones, I'll tell you what, Mateo.
Yeah,
Everything that Alex Jones has said over the years and predicted
yeah.
has become true. Like the other day,
More or less.
told
The,
it already.
I mean,
You told it already.
I've told the joke already
You told it already.
about the two frogs fucking.
Yeah, I told it already.
The two gay
I was
frogs
gonna say
fucking?
that. I was gonna,
You're just
yeah, he did,
you're just
yeah.
as senile as I am. Young guys could be just as senile as old guys.
Yes.
I gotta start re-listening to this show,
you're
man.
I do it like twice a week. I go for everything, just skim it. I'm
Just
full.
to skim.
I was watching Tim Pool.
Yeah, what about
and
him?
he had,
He's an idiot in my case.
whatever. It's okay.
Yeah.
But it's okay, dude. That's all right. I think you're an idiot. Okay. No. But I was watching Tim Pool and he had Rogan, Alex Jones.
Yeah, I saw that.
Michael Malice on, and it's one of the funniest podcasts I ever listened to. Alex Jones just gets so annoyed by Michael Malice. He just keeps throwing like little shots at him. He's going, "Shut up, Malice!" At one point, Alex Jones and Joe Rogan are just talking, and like there's like 20 guys in the room. And unlike this show, we don't do that on this show.
No.
And they're just like holding court. And Joe Rogan's like, "I just want to point out, bro. I want to point out that everything Alex Jones has said in the past came true. And there's a meme out there that is." I can prove it, right? And Alex Jones is like, I appreciate that very much, Joe. Thank you. He goes, but how about all the things that you said that came true? And Joe Rogan's like, what are you talking about, man? I don't know what you're talking about. He goes, oh, you don't know what I'm talking about. He goes, well, name one. And Alex Jones is like, I remember the first time I met you at the Cap City Improv in Houston, and you said that Hollywood elites are being taken down by the internet. Joe Rogan's like, yeah, man. I don't remember saying that at all.
I never said that.
I never said that. He goes, if I did, all right, I was high or something. He goes, you say a lot of smart things, and it's them just blowing each other.
Alex Jones was calling out Joe Rogan for like 6 months in 2019. Going, he has a black stepdaughter. He won't acknowledge his black stepdaughter. He won't acknowledge her. And I think he has a hard-on for her.
Yeah.
Look at her. She's a beautiful girl.
But they talked about that on the podcast. He goes, we had a little issue a few years ago, and Joe Rogan's like, it's all water on the bridge, man.
Yeah. Alex Jones, he must be fucking wild.
Wild.
In fucking bed.
Oh.
Must do crazy
Yeah,
shit
it must
to
like
women.
backhanding a bitch.
He's like, I'll eat your pussy for 3 hours.
Oh, yeah.
smacking a broad of
He
his
must be a
hand.
good time, though. You get fucked up with Alex Jones.
Probably.
He likes to drink. Fucking big old Texas.
He said in
big
his
old
show,
Texas Longhorn.
He says he only drinks like when he watches older stuff. Like he says he's not like.
When I watch Civil War documentaries.
I remember like the big event happened on YouTube like 10 years ago. He smoked crack in the air. So this is the first time I've ever done hard drugs.
What are you talking about?
It's on YouTube. It used to be on YouTube.
He smoked crack on his
on his YouTube on YouTube in 2012. He did that.
He smoked crack.
Yeah, he claimed it, and he had like a crack pipe and a rock. He put and
Are
lit,
you sure this wasn't a bit on the show?
Are you sure this wasn't the governor?
No, he said this shit
Toronto?
and like streamed it for 10
What was
minutes.
that guy's name?
Oh yeah, the guy from Toronto.
I think you're thinking of that guy. 'cause
No,
they're both
you can
portly.
look this shit up. This is like a well-known thing he did on YouTube.
Okay.
He said, "I'm gonna show the federal government how they don't care about drug
Smoke
enforcement."
crack.
He allegedly smoked crack on the air.
Weed. I mean, that's
No, but he had the crack pipe and the
He
black
claimed
smoke
to
came out.
Alex Jones, right?
I'm googling this right now.
You don't have to Google it. It's all right. It's
No,
all
no,
right.
don't Google it.
It's all right. Don't even worry.
Let's just not know.
Alex Jones, who at that you said 2012,
Yeah.
that's coming off of his appearance on Piers Morgan, right?
Right about
And that was also was this pre Sandy Hook that year or post Sandy Hook that year?
I don't remember. I
It had
know.
to be
I
pre.
remember happening like around March or April.
Okay, so it's pre, right?
Yeah.
All right, so maybe it wasn't coming off his appearance on Piers Morgan then. All right, I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, you can always lie about Alex Jones, and it really doesn't matter.
No,
because
this is like something I remember watching. Like
he's lied about everything.
I'm pulling this up later.
Imagine him fucking suing you for defamation.
Right.
Like, really? Alex Jones? Oh, no.
That's a weird, ironic case.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean-
sir, I have the footage right here. It's on Google. Anyway,
We're going to be all on InfoWars someday.
probably.
You think so? You've probably been on there already.
They've asked me when I was younger. I didn't care because I was friends with this guy.
You were.
Because I was friends with this guy. I worked with art. It's a weird along. I don't want to.
Wait, so when they reached out to your agent, they said, Pepe, we got this great gig for you. And you said, what is it? And they were like, well, you ever hear this guy Alex Jones? He goes, I'm familiar. And they were like, would you like to do his show? And you said, what are the stipulations? And they always said, well, you just got to be on the show. And then you did your research. Why did you turn down InfoWars?
Because I thought at the time I felt like this could really be backfired the way he's going. Like because that invite happened in 2011, and that Alex Jones.
Pepe, you were like 16.
Yeah, but I had like
He was like a Kyle Rittenhouse of his
I had a
time.
ton of Twitter followers.
It amazes me every day how you haven't murdered someone.
I know.
You're like Bernie Getz.
Who's Bernie Getz again?
He's the guy who like shut up the subway and
Yeah.
robbed or something like that. Was it the subway?
I don't even know. It all blends into one at one point.
Right.
You should have said Bernie gets a lot of pussy.
Yeah,
So you should have said
it's
that.
true.
Yeah.
If you had the opportunity to interview Alex Jones,
No.
Go ahead, let's do it.
At this point
Let's
in
do
my
a
life.
mock interview.
Hey, Mateo.
No, let me know.
Okay, go on. Talk.
Oh, well, you have reason to believe.
I thought you.
Yeah. What do you have to tell me?
I'll be Mateo.
That's
Okay.
more Nixon than
No,
Alex
I'm doing
Jones.
Alex Jones quiet.
When the president does it, that means it's not illegal.
Okay, I'll just interview as Alex Jones. All right, I won't play you, but let's pretend that you let's pretend I threw a penny in the wishing well and we switched bodies,
Yeah.
so I don't have to do your impression the entire time. Okay.
Yeah.
Alex, thank you for coming on to the Matteo Pascali and Mumson podcast,
Momus.
Momus podcast.
Sure.
I am your host, Matteo Pascali. Alex, when you a few years ago you denied that the Sandy Hook shootings were real, were you lucid or were you just do you actually believe that?
Well, you gotta believe it. I'm spacing
It's
out.
actually not that bad of an impersonation. Keep going.
I know. I gotta it's been a while since I've done it.
He's getting in character.
You gotta believe it's what I believe. It's about patriotism and the right to Second Amendment rights to bear arms.
That doesn't even answer my question.
It's not supposed to. What was the question again?
The question was, were you sane when you made these claims? Or would you actually believe that the Sandy Hook shootings are not real?
I believe I'm sane, and I believe
I believe you're full of shit.
Thank you.
I believe I don't regret turning down your show 10 years ago.
That really wasn't a bad AJ impression.
Yeah,
Pretty good, Mateo.
Thank you.
I can do Joe Rogan. I
Dude,
feel I can do it.
Do
I was doing it before.
I heard it.
Yeah. How was it?
No impression I do.
Damn it. It wasn't good, was it?
No. Okay. It's terrible.
It's hard to do. It's hard to do. impressions.
Tell me, this is Joe Rogan. Can you tell me the
No,
impression?
that's not it. You know who I do?
Oh.
I do the EA Sports guy.
Do it. Do it.
Let's all do it.
EA Sports. It's to the game.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
You ever hear that guy?
Yeah.
You ever hear that? You ever see that? That guy goes around going challenging people. He goes around challenging people to do the impression of him.
Who would think this EA Sports guy would be so competitive?
And he just goes up to like young kids. He's like, "Go ahead, do the impression." And the young kid's just like, EA Sports, it's to the game. And he's like, pretty good.
Pretty good.
And then he's like, now watch this. And he does his voice. It's his voice.
Yeah.
So naturally, he's going to upstage the poor kid. And that guy looks like the EA Sports guy. Like he's always
I've seen
he's
the
always
video.
like golfing.
Yeah, I've seen a thing on YouTube of him.
He probably has a niece. He probably has a niece that's very close to him. They're probably like, oh, we love Uncle EA Sports guy. Uncle EA Sports
Sports
guy
guy's the
comes
best.
over, fucking pays for everything. Probably buys Mad Lobster for his fucking family in Maine.
gave
He's like,
us FIFA.
look, I bought all this shit. No, who bought this stuff? EA Sports.
Yeah.
What, FIFA?
FIFA's a great game, man.
NBA
EA Sports is
Live.
put your fucking daughter through college, you rich cunt.
Well,
Just hates his sister.
The only EA Sports I like is FIFA.
FIFA?
Yeah,
What? Because you like soccer.
I do.
Were you going fucking ape shit when Italy won the World Cup or some shit?
What
That was like
this
10
year?
years ago.
No,
No,
but
what did they
they were
win
in
this
it
year?
this year, weren't they?
Like the European.
the Italy.
No,
Europe
that was
fucking
they
shit.
won
European Nationals?
UEFA. That was UEFA, not FIFA.
What is that?
UEFA?
Your waffles?
UEFA European something
Sounds
league?
like an airline.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
UEFA. I
Yeah.
fly UEFA.
It's one of the better
I
airlines.
don't like. You know what's really like thinking about soccer just as like a sport, like how taxing it is on the body. Their season is 11 months.
Yeah, but like soccer in America is not a real sport.
I'm not talking about American soccer.
Yeah,
I'm talking about you
I'm
like
just saying.
yeah, like in Latin America and Europe, it's 11 months.
But you're talking about soccer, and as an American, I'm offended, and I don't care.
okay.
Yeah, because I don't like it. I don't think it's a real sport to me. Real sport is football,
Football.
baseball.
I think soccer is meant for children.
Yeah, it's for
a child
It's for
sport.
like you play soccer from 5 to like 9,
And you know what?
right? And also, I'll give it. I'll give the women soccer.
Yeah, the women can
women
play
can play
soccer.
soccer.
Because it's a
That's something.
child sport.
It's
And you know what? I hope, Mateo,
Yeah.
I hope we have a few fucking soccer hooligans.
Oh,
And hold on. Let me talk to these soccer hooligans in England.
The EDL. Yeah.
I'm rounding them up, aren't you? You're probably all at a bar trying to go, let's get these motherfuckers.
No. I was
Probably
gonna say
being
something
held back, but you could never come here, could you? Because you don't have a fucking passport to come here. You can't get into the country. You can't get into this fucking great land.
You speaking of England?
they don't have passports.
Did you hear about what they turned down? They tear down Thomas Jefferson's statue
Did
else.
they?
Where I don't know this.
in the city hall. They teared
Fucking
it
soccer
down.
hooligans?
What are you talking about?
Talking about them tearing, not the soccer hooligans. Where the hell are we?
What's
going on here?
Yeah, exactly. I know.
Where are we?
I was looking at the statistics of the podcast on Anchor.
Our show. Oh.
Yeah, we have actually quite a number of listeners in Tokyo, and I was trying to figure.
I wonder why.
I'm turning Japanese. Japanese. I really think
I
so.
honestly think it's Westerners that live there.
Oh, wow.
Are
Are
listening.
we appealing to Japan?
Yeah, shout
No,
out.
like from what it said, audience-wise, everywhere it's like New York, like area, 85%, 15% in Tokyo, like just like, and it was like it was all sporadic on the map. It was
Two
like,
big cities.
and it was like it's got to be Westerners that live there.
You know, someone saw a couple of Japanese people on a bus.
Yeah.
And they Mateo, you were in the city, and what did your friend tell you? They said, that's Mateo. Everyone laughs at Mateo here in America.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
I don't know. He just keeps saying things.
I know, like Joe Biden.
Yeah, he just keeps saying things I don't really know what he's talking about.
Anyway.
It's a reference.
So
It's a
I know what
reference
it
to
was. I
Seinfeld.
know what it was.
It's a fucking reference to Seinfeld.
All right.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
We're really big in
We're
Tokyo.
I know.
Well, I guess we're Tokyo's biggest podcast.
Not the biggest. I'm saying for an odd reason we're appealing to Americans that live there.
Wow. Well, listen. I want to thank all my fucking listeners in Tokyo.
You smell
real
that?
quickly.
I
Yeah.
smell a tour in Tokyo.
Yeah.
Now, where did you find these numbers?
The Anchor website. Anchor, the free website that hosts the RSS feed.
Ah, okay. Beautiful.
Yeah.
I'm happy to hear that. Now, they could send us some fucking money.
I would like them to. I'm going to continue to upload the Patreon.
God only knows we need it, Mateo. How
We
are your
need it.
finances these days? You seem like you're pretty well off.
Oh my!
You
I
always
have a
fresh
day. I have a
clothes.
day job now where I work from home, but I still work. I have
You?
to clock in on a computer. I'm not going to say what it is or what I do because I'm trying to keep my comedy and my podcasting from this day job completely fucking
Completely different.
separate. And it's
They clean the toilets at your apartment.
anyway, and I'm doing good at it, and
I'm glad to hear that.
Yes,
Thank you.
we're happy to hear that.
Mateo,
We love a working man.
I want you to dress more gangster.
okay.
And I want you to find minions. I want you to bring around the new young gangsters.
Okay,
We should have named this show The Young Gangsters.
We should have.
we could.
We could have changed the name if you want.
No, I meant the episode. The
Oh,
young.
you
could
wanna
name
the
that.
show?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
the
yeah.
episode Young Gangsters.
We should. I want to dress Mateo in a fucking pinstripe suit.
Yeah.
Just fucking go bang bang.
When you say gangsters, I was thinking like hip hop artists. That's what I was dressing like.
Come on, Mateo.
Okay.
They ain't gangsters.
Sure.
They,
Anyway,
they know, G.
Who's the big baby?
I don't know. I don't follow him.
Which one? That's the guy. He like shut up. He got shot in like a Walmart, something like that.
I don't know.
What's
don't
the
follow.
story?
I don't know, man. I really
Bad Baby? you
Bad
talking about?
Baby.
The baby, yeah. I don't.
Baby?
I
Oh.
don't follow. I don't follow him
Which
at
one's
all.
Bad Baby?
Bad Baby is the girl that Catch Me Outside.
Catch
girl.
Me Outside. Girl.
And Bad Baby's also a really bad Sony kids movie.
Ah.
No, Boss Baby. There's Boss.
Ah, Boss Baby.
But
That's starring Alec Baldwin.
no.
Alec Baldwin's in that.
Bad Baby is a spin-off movie from Bad.
See-
Bad Baby is a spin-off of the Boss Baby.
You know when it's going to be
franchise.
obvious that Alec Baldwin has a thirst for killing? Is when he kills someone on the set of Boss Baby.
Sure, just screaming.
I
at them
think
till their head
Alec Baldwin
explodes.
just has a thirst for murder.
You know, I've always thought so. He's a very fucking dark dude.
Yeah. I think he has a thirst for killing people. I think he's a serial killer.
Well, we don't know until he commits it. So like,
You think the next time he goes on a set, people are just like, oh shit.
He'll never be
yeah,
on,
he's never gonna live this
He'll
down.
never be on a set ever again.
You really think so?
Oh yeah,
done.
I think
he's
he
done.
has.
He's like
clearly done. He's not going to be even. Also, he's probably going to get. He probably won't get arrested.
no, he could get
hope he
arrested. No,
could.
he was gonna get if he gets arrested.
heard
I
about-
don't believe he'll get acquitted. I do.
Did you hear what the script supervisor said?
No.
That she says that it was
There was no shooting
possibly
scene, right?
what?
There was no.
It was possibly intentional because there was no reason for him to have a gun
Right.
in the scene.
You think he like? You think?
It's my theory.
Yeah.
You want to hear my theory?
Tell me your theory.
You want to hear my theory?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
That there was problems on the set the entire month, right? And he was the producer of the film and the star of the film, and I think he put a gun in the chamber, right? Of the I'm sorry, he put a bullet in the chamber of the gun, and I think he was going to shoot the gun off playfully just to scare everybody,
Right.
Because he's old, he forgot about that, and then he accidentally pointed it at the fucking lady, and shot her to death, and then he really scared the shit out of everybody. Yeah, I think I'm telling you, that's my theory.
Because like that's a Hollywood thing. Like they like that's a Hollywood story. You hear.
Yeah, you hear that
Like
shit all the time.
Alec
I-
once
there was
shut
a-
up.
I
the
really
fucking-
think it was there to use for sound sampling.
Yeah, what was really sad about that too, by him shooting that lady, was he was wearing a red bandana. He was
I know.
Like, I'm a member of the Bloods now.
But what's it called? Do you hear that those stories are true? That like there'll be a director on set,
Yeah.
that was like shooting off fucking blanks.
I think
the William Friedkin of The Exorcist had a gun on set
Yeah, he did.
that he would shoot off randomly just to have more of a tense
Yeah.
set. I don't know. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's what I think happened. That's my theory. I bet that's
why,
true.
Why do you not think the sound sampling theories? That's one's picking up a lot of steam on the internet.
All right. I mean, that's probably more the logical theory.
Wait,
but
what's that?
That's not a fun theory.
Well,
They use the real
a lot of independent films where they have guns in them will use sound bites of actual guns being fired and have a microphone to record.
That's kind of stupid because they would already kind of have that. They probably have access to that kind of
I was gonna say.
sound
Yeah.
anyway.
Because I don't think that was an independent film. That was
It
probably
was-
a
it was-
major
It
studio
was
production.
independent. I read it.
Oh, it was an independent
Yeah, it
film?
wasn't independent. Yeah, he was the main. Alec Baldwin was the main financer of that film, so be it
He
independent.
was the main. Well, because he's in a lot of like fucking bad movies.
Oh, a
like,
ton.
Like, he was like in this movie. He did a cameo for a William DeMeo movie.
I know it's bad. And like I've actually
Wish he had a
bought.
gun during that movie.
I've delved.
DeMeo.
The problem was the
I've
gun was to
delved
his head.
deep into his movies just for the kitsch factor, and it's
Why?
not there.
What William DeMeo movies?
Yeah.
They're the worst movies ever.
I know.
They're like they're just so bad.
I love them, how bad they are, but
Yeah.
they're so not. Like, God, he's better than that stuff.
Have you watched Gravesend?
Yes.
The whole show is him just going. Everyone thinks that dying is a stupid, but we're smart. And then the whole show is just him just going. Yeah, he's portraying the mafia to be like good guys.
Yeah, I know.
Like he's like, we did this show because I heard him in an interview. This guy,
Yeah.
William DeMeo.
Right, I know.
And he's like, I'm not here to show what the Sopranos did. I'm here to show that the mafia was good for Gravesend. It's like, all right, but could you tell an interesting story? You know what I mean, Bill DeMeo?
Yeah, I know.
Could you stop being such an idiot?
I know. It
And
was
what-
in The Sopranos, I think.
You know, he was in that movie, Analyze That, and
Yeah, I know.
they said he looked like Al Pacino.
Yeah, I know.
I think he looked more like Carol Burnett.
Very true.
There's the other guy. You ever see that guy Neil Breen's movies?
Never.
Who's that guy?
That's the Faithful Findings.
Oh, that's the guy.
He's the guy that's like he's in like. There's like a clip of him.
I just got up and just scratched my ass. Right
I
in
know.
front of
No, we didn't have to make. You didn't have to make it public.
I know. He always does this. He's bad at. I think he's bad at where there's visuals, right? That would you describe visuals too much
Yeah.
on the show.
You don't like that, do you?
You don't need to.
I don't mind it. It's probably the listener probably gets annoyed because I listen to the listeners.
Okay.
So our fans in Tokyo are like, we do not know if Greg is scratching his ass.
Okay. Yeah. So.
Oh, Neil Breen.
Yeah. Yeah. You can continue with him.
He's like a Tommy Wiseau type.
I figured. Yeah.
I think The Room sucked.
I think it's funny. Like
yeah,
I
brave
was.
stance on the both of you guys.
I think it's really funny. I've seen it in theaters.
I don't find it all too cute. I think it's a disgrace to filmmaking.
So you want to go back to Neil Breen?
no, I don't care.
No, who is he?
He's a filmmaker.
He's a filmmaker, huh?
What did he make? It was so bad.
Fateful Findings and some other movie.
Okay. I'll look into it.
Promise me that, Mateo.
I will. No, I will. Faithful Findings. It's in the catalog in my head.
All right.
Faithful Findings.
I subscribe to that catalog.
The Room.
Yeah, Tommy Wiseau.
I liked. What was the movie with Jimmy Franco? Please.
James.
It was
Disaster
Disaster
Artist.
That was good.
That was so funny.
That was a great movie. But The Room itself, I found it very boring. It
It's
wasn't
really
as
no. It's the
entertaining
most boring fucking film ever.
as people made it out to be. I don't think it was as so bad. It was good. No, what's a really bad movie, but very good?
What?
God's Not Dead.
The Christian movie?
Christian movie.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Fucking great movie.
With Kevin Sorbo.
Yeah.
Sorbo. I didn't think Kevin Sorbo does. I'm in.
He played. What did he play? Tarzan, Hercules.
I think it was
One of
Hercules.
those.
It was one of those two.
Yeah, he played Hercules.
And he just walks around with his fucking big Christian muscles, just telling everyone how fucking he loves God.
Well, that movie he plays an atheist.
Yeah.
But no, I'm talking about him in real life.
Oh, okay, all right.
Not in the movie.
Yeah.
No, he plays an atheist professor in the movie who's just like, God is dead.
Well, I think the rest of the cast, they were trying, like the rest of the cast were all like Christians, but they had like one foot in the door.
Right.
And he was probably like, hey, like let me play the atheist because I'm going upstairs no matter what. And like let me take the shots, all right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
God will understand that this is scripted.
Yeah.
And they're all just like, whatever, dude. We're just here for the paycheck.
Yeah, we're just here for the paycheck.
Yeah, we're just here for the paycheck. We hear Christian movies make a lot of money.
The kid in it is like the most whitest like Christian kid.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
just has probably no career afterwards.
Well, they try to pretend like people like on college campuses don't believe in God. It's not true.
It's not true.
People on college campuses don't believe in America.
right.
You know?
I don't think they believe him.
You know what I love about those Christian movies? At the end of every Christian movie, there's always a fucking bad Christian rock band.
Oh yeah.
And like they fucking rock, dude.
Yeah. They always start out good and then they start singing and they're just like,
Yeah.
Executive 113 for motherfucker.
Right.
I cursed.
Like, I'll tell you a good Christian rock. Creed.
Creed.
Yeah, but I don't really like. They just kind of went with the Christian rock angle.
They were killing that guy.
I think my favorite Christian rock band is Devil Wears Prada.
Mine's is Kid Rock.
Ooh, Kid Rock.
Is he? Is he? Is no? I'm being serious. Is Kid Rock Christian rock now?
He might be. I have no idea. Nah, probably not. I just saw his like he just came out with a song like today, and he's just
Yeah, I saw that.
It's basically just him repeating lines from like all his hits from like the early 2000s.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then just like reworking it with like, "You woke motherfuckers here, don't know what." Fucking looking like a bunch of wounded ducks or something.
Yeah.
Looking like a bunch of wounded cucks.
That's right. Did he go with that?
Looking like a bunch of liberal cucks.
Kind of hoping he did. I
Yeah,
fucking,
Kid Rock.
I like Kid Rock. I don't give a shit. People always shit on him. I know what I like. Know what else I liked? I like that little Joe C. Remember that guy?
Who is this?
Joe C.
You don't
was
remember
like
Joe C?
No.
Kid Rock's hype man.
That's before
Oh,
your
yeah,
time.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
before
yeah,
your
yeah.
time. Joe C was Kid Rock's little pet midget.
Oh,
I remember
loved
this.
him.
Yeah.
And he used to send him out there with the microphone. They had a great band. That was
Yeah.
Joe C,
Kid Rock.
Uncle Cracker
Ooh,
was the DJ. Do you remember Uncle Cracker?
Yes.
follow me.
I don't remember the other two guys, but Joe C was his little hype man.
Kid Rock, Joe C, Uncle Cracker.
Yeah. What a trio.
What a fucking band.
Do you know how he joined the band, Joe C?
No.
That he was a huge Kid, because Kid Rock was in like a wannabe like fucking House of Pain group or whatever.
Yeah.
And Joe C knew of Kid Rock because he was from Michigan, so he used to go to his shows. And then like he finally got the courage to go talk to Kid Rock, and then like he goes over to him and he's just like, "Hey man, you should put me in your fucking band." And Kid Rock's like, "Look at this little motherfucker right here, little kid who wants to be in my band." And he's like, "Fuck you, dude. I'm not fucking a kid. I'm a 21-year-old man."
Yeah.
Kid Rock's like, "Show me your ID." And Joe C shows him his ID. He goes, "All right, you're in the band."
That's it.
And he goes, "I'll see you tomorrow night."
Yeah,
And then tomorrow night was at like fucking Detroit Lions Stadium or some shit.
And listen to that story, and you tell me. You tell me that Kid Rock is not retarded.
No. Absolutely.
Kid Rock is probably the stupidest.
What's
human
the
being.
picture of, was it Kid Rock, Kim Kardashian, Kanye West, and like Melania Trump and around the desk in the White House?
Yes.
That was the group, right?
Yeah.
That is the greatest photo ever taken
I have,
in
like,
the Oval Office.
There's the personalities of weirdness.
That's the Elvis Nixon photo.
Yeah.
I mean, it's on
Of
so
our
many
generation.
levels. Is it Kardashian and Kanye West? Am I right about that?
Yeah.
I mean, whichever one with Kid Rock and there's a group of celebrities.
And
around Trump.
Caitlyn Jenner was there too on one of the photo
I mean, that
ops.
makes it even better.
Yeah.
If
It was a lot
Caitlyn
of-
Jenner is in that photo and she has a heart on, that would make it even better.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a fucking interesting. The late '90s, you had Marilyn Manson running around too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could you believe he fucking tortured women?
Yes. I always thought so.
I mean, there was a time where he tried to convince people, like he was like,
Yeah.
you guys are all evil.
You're the weirdo.
Yeah, it's like, no,
No.
dude, you've been a fucking douchebag.
I always wanted to try his own wine brand. He has a wine brand.
I bet it's fucking great. He has a what? Oh, you said wine, right?
Yeah.
What, like red wine though, right?
It is. Yeah, it's a
I bet
red
it's
wine.
amazing. It probably tastes like fucking blood.
Yeah, I know.
It's-
Fuck it, definitely.
Probably tastes like fucking
I've been trying to look for it on the internet. Like they still sell it, but it's like such select liquor stores.
gothic
Like
blood. What are you saying?
his wine brand, it's called Manson. It's like not expensive. It's $30, but it's
Yeah?
like the shipping on it from like to get it from a liquor store off like the internet. It's like such expensive shipping. Like don't even bother.
Really?
Like there's certain regulations when you buy alcohol over the internet. Like you'll pay cheaper price, but the shipping for like taxes is way more.
Well, if you ever come across this magical little potion that you speak
Yeah,
of,
I gotta bring it.
you bring it here.
Yeah.
And we will review it on the show.
I'm going. I'll do it in a few weeks.
I'm loving the regulations of the alcohol on the internet. It sounds like Nucky Thompson is running it.
It's not about like the legality. It's about how expensive the taxes are on it. It's like 20% tax.
Wow, 20%. They fucking. That's bullshit.
I still like to try the
Oh, no, I'm gonna-
Manson wine.
I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it.
Good. Yeah, let's do it. Because I fucking... I like Marilyn Manson's music, though.
Some of it I do. Like a lot of it's actually really good. Like the visuals he does are too much, but
Yeah.
like the actual when you listen to the albums, they're kind of low key.
I only know like 2 songs he does:
Okay.
"The Dope Show"
Yeah.
and "The Beautiful People."
Born Villain's a really good song.
I don't really know the song. I don't know the music.
Yeah.
I was more of a Rob Zombie guy.
Ooh.
That makes sense.
I'm really actually.
Who's a family man.
Yeah, he actually is. He's also,
great filmmaker.
Yeah.
He is, and also very evangelical Christian, ironically.
Really?
Yeah, he's really into that stuff.
Probably
yeah.
boys with Zorbo.
Yeah.
Well, I know.
With Zorbo.
No, Alice Cooper's the same way.
Yeah, but he's crazy.
Yeah, he's a...
Okay.
And also, he looks like an old lady now.
Yeah, he's
I know.
Alice Cooper, Steven Tyler,
Oh, yeah.
they all, Mick Jagger, Keith. They're all like old ladies.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, they're all in like 80s now.
Mickey Rourke, I always have to. I heard this for years, and I think it's coming true that he's transitioning into a woman.
I don't know. I'm not
I've
sure.
heard it for years.
I've heard it too, but I don't know.
It was on Crazy Days and Nights. They
It
say
was.
They say that Mickey Rourke is going to transition to a lady. And did you see him recently?
No,
He was
I
next
have.
to he was next to somebody. I can't remember who it was.
Axl
and he
Rose, right?
was. I think it was Axl Rose. Yeah, and they were like 2 old ladies.
Yeah.
I'm
They're
tell-
like 2 old Irish ladies.
Yeah, I'm telling you that he's transitioning into a woman. He's the next celebrity. It's going to be like a
Ooh.
lady.
We'll see. The Elliot Page. You ever see
Yeah, I loved her films, like Juno and all that other stuff.
His film.
his films?
Well,
please?
I'm thinking of her
Pepe.
like in the movie Juno.
His film.
And he was hot in Juno.
I know.
He looked really good.
Yeah.
That
Did you
is
see
like
his
kind-
tits in Juno? They were amazing.
It is kind of sad. Like Michael Cera has to explain to his kids
Like, yeah,
one day.
he was some looker back in his day.
Yeah, I know.
Because she was like really cute.
he was really cute.
Yeah.
He
was
was,
really cute.
I guess. And who kissed her? Kissed him. Oh,
Who kissed him?
Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Yep.
They made out in what?
In Inception.
Yes.
Joey Gordon-Levitt made out with that guy in Inception.
Yeah, which doesn't surprise me because
He was in also what's it called? What's the movie? After Inception, Juno. What's the shit?
500
Who?
Days of Summer.
No,
No.
no, I'm talking about Elliot Page.
Oh,
He plays a woman in the movie.
I don't know why I thought Juno.
Fuck, what do you do after that?
He,
Oh, roller.
yeah, I was gonna
Yeah.
say
roller
Roller derby.
derby.
Yeah.
yeah, with Drew Barrymore.
Yeah.
And Andrew Wilson, maybe some would say the best actor of
But
the
he
Wilson
also
brothers.
he's in that, and he was playing. He was a woman playing on a females team.
Right.
Yeah, and he was good in that. Very convincing as a lady
Yeah,
playing a lady sport, doing a real good job.
I know.
What did he do after that?
I'm not sure.
Did TV?
No,
He was on the show. Yeah.
I think the new girl for.
I think
a few
his best
episodes.
performance was Hard Candy because he played a pretty convincing teenage girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, that's going to be weird for Patrick Wilson to explain to people.
Yes.
That I played a character that molested him
Yeah.
when he was a kid.
Yeah, I know.
That's gonna be weird.
Yeah, it is.
Patrick Wilson. That guy.
What's he
that
doing?
guy's some actor.
What's he doing now, Patrick Wilson?
Oh, he's just being a Wilson.
Okay. Is he related to Owen Wilson?
No.
Okay. I always assumed they were actually.
No. Owen Wilson, Luke Wilson, and the best set of Wilson brothers, Andrew Wilson.
Uh-huh.
That guy's a great actor.
Yeah.
Most known for his cameo in Dudes With My Car.
He was in Do Where's My Car?
I don't know.
No.
He was like in something I saw, and he just like popped up. That guy. He's like falls under the lines of like Joey Travolta. Who like what's his name's brother's a terrible actor. Patrick Swayze's brother.
Yeah. Oh my God. There are clip compilations
He's in-
on YouTube.
He's in Roadhouse, and he has the best scene in Roadhouse, where in the beginning of the movie, he's just like in the bar, and the guy's just like, "Oh man, do you want to grab my wife's tits?"
Yeah.
And he's just like, "Sure," and he like grabs them, and like he doesn't have $20 to give to the guy. And like fucking, I don't know. You seem very bored right now. Are you bored with my Patrick? With
No,
my
I'm not
Patrick
bored.
Wilson? Did I say Patrick Wilson? Or we talking Patrick Swayze?
I'm not bored at
Which
all.
brother are we talking about?
I don't even know. I'm losing the plot.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, because you were like zoning out.
I wasn't. No, I wasn't.
I felt like you were not digging
No,
my.
I'm
Roadhouse.
I'm listening
No, I'm
intently.
reminiscing about-
everyone likes to listen to Roadhouse.
What the Roadhouse talk?
Yeah, no.
I want to do a whole podcast on Roadhouse.
We should
Who
have.
the
Who
fuck
would
is
call?
that?
Why do people call me?
Who the fuck is
Are
that?
you kidding me? Who the fuck?
What is that?
My dad calls me like once a year. He calls during
Why
the
is he
fucking podcast.
want?
This is actually someone calling me to get me out of the podcast. Hey, hold on.
Now we gotta take a break. No, we don't.
Should I cut it?
No, leave it.
Okay. Yeah. We'll leave
Just
it
me
down.
and you will talk, Pepe.
Okay. Yeah. Rob is leaving the studio.
He left.
Yeah,
he
he's
left the show.
He left the show for a bit. Yeah,
We could talk.
I know.
We never get this opportunity.
I know
to
we don't.
fucking
We don't.
connect.
Yeah,
We never get this.
I know,
opportunity.
I
So
know.
how you doing, man?
I'm great. You know, shut the door so don't hear him in the background.
It's hard not to. When then I get up, I don't feel like getting up.
Okay.
I'm too lazy.
Okay. We'll leave. We'll just talk over him. Anyway.
I'm just so lazy. Like if someone could pee for me, I would be like, hey, could you go pee for me? That's how lazy I am.
Yeah.
I'm a lazy guy. I don't give a shit though.
That's nice.
You're pretty proactive.
I need to be.
Yeah, you should be.
Keeps me sane.
You seem like a guy who likes to get up and fucking piss. What's the longest piss you ever had?
It was like 10 minutes.
You didn't take a 10-minute
Yeah,
piss.
I did. Yeah, I
You
did.
took
I
a piss
remember.
For 10 minutes?
Yeah.
Really?
Yes. I can tell the story to it in a second.
Tell me the story while you fix your fingernail.
I was in a holistic retreat,
Ooh,
and we did a sweat lodge, is a Native American ceremony when
sweaty.
you sweat for 6 hours in a tent covered with animal fur and pelt
Oh.
with with hot steam and rocks.
And you pissed for 10 minutes.
Well, I was so dehydrated because we were all in there for 6 hours,
Right.
sweating nonstop, and you have 6 rounds, and each round is an hour. So like you're just drinking so much water, and like I had to pee, but you can't pee because you're not just like the point of the ceremony is you're supposed to release all the stuff in your system after the end. So like you can't you have to if you vomit and before the 6 hours that you're over. So you have to hold.
What am I walking into?
He's talking about how he took a 10-minute piss.
Why? Who asked you about your bodily? I would like to know who asked you about another bodily function. I leave you alone for 5 minutes, and all you want to talk about is how is
Can I finish the story? So
Go ahead, finish.
So I got
It's gonna take
into.
as long as the piss you took.
I got out of the sweat lodge. It was the final 6th round, and I had to piss. So I went into the woods where we were at, and I was so dehydrated. My piss was like dark brown, and I timed it. It was like 10 minutes.
The whole show is me just wanting to get fluids out of
every
Mateo.
every episode you ask someone how are their bowel movements.
At least I can remember.
At least this one's even more surprising because we're talking about the world's lengthiest piss.
But here's the thing, Mateo. Now, I know you for a while now, about
Yeah.
4 years.
5.
5.
Yeah, what is it?
And you go on these retreats. Like the one episode, you're telling us how you take fucking Turkish baths. Now you're telling me how you went on a holistic healing?
It was a holistic healing trip.
Holistic healing trip.
Yeah.
But the only time I remember you leaving the country, or living at least the state of New York, was going to Denver a couple weeks ago.
Yeah. What are you talking about? I did this retreat when I was like 18.
Okay, that's
Yeah,
fair.
yeah.
This
So,
was before we met.
yeah.
You don't know him his whole life.
That's
That's
true.
my point.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah.
What are we on?
I mean, I don't care. We'll keep going.
We're at 50 minutes. We can.
We're at 50.
What big 5-0?
I don't know why he cut the last episode short.
I know. Just
said that he was gonna bring it home this episode, and I have heard nothing. I don't think you said a relevant thing to any conversation.
No, we haven't. But I'm still
true.
uploading on Saturday because we need to have continuation of momentum.
Of course, I understand the momentum part. You and I think have been all right. Like we've at least conversed a little bit.
Yeah, about what?
I don't really remember. It's Alec Baldwin.
Yeah.
He just keeps blurting things out.
And that's
We were doing this. I thought we were having a fun riff with the Elliot Page thing.
Yeah.
and he kept
boring. Move on.
he kept interrupting with something about the third Wilson brother.
I know.
Like
Losing the
we had some like I thought that was like harness it in gold.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm probably wrong, but like
I gotta re-listen to it. I process all this stuff and title it. Like,
it was fun.
Process means.
I gotta process all
It
this
was
on
fun
my
when we
computer.
were, because we were doing we were talking about Elliot Page when whoever, right? We were doing that, and then
Yeah.
you wanted to interrupt and talk about
Andrew Wilson.
Andrew Wilson, who I know I mean, this is what I do when the mics are off. Like when we have like a conversation off mic.
Yeah.
I do.
I don't talk to you.
Autistic retarded shit where I go off on tangents, right? But when I put on the microphones, I'm laser focused and I'm ready to have a real conversation, and that's when
I'm not?
When we turn on the mics, you turn into me
Right.
off mic, where you just blurt things out and go off on tangents. Nobody wanted to talk about Andrew Wilson, and then after that, when you accused me of losing interest in the show, anybody would lose interest in the show when you bring up fucking Patrick Swayze's brother. Patrick Swayze, nobody knows who that is anymore. He's been dead like 12 years.
Very true.
Bringing up his fucking brother in an obscure scene from a movie only like 2% of the world has seen, Roadhouse. Not a lot of people seen that movie.
I've not
don't
seen
think
it.
I don't think that's true.
Maybe more people seen it than
A
I
lot
think.
of people
I
say
can
it.
probably Google
But
it.
bringing
lot
up
of
an
people say
obscure fucking scene like that in the middle of we're trying to riff, it makes the show impossible to do with you.
We need a thank you, Rob, for the momentum and grounding us.
Am I fired?
No, you're not fired.
No.
No, it's not.
I just don't understand why we were doing so well in the first episode,
Maybe we
and then you were like,
Can I change-
"Hey guys,
can I change my character?
no,
Can I be fun sports guy for that one?
I
Can I be
don't-
fun sports guy?
you just
Alcoholic sports guy?
do whatever the hell you want." But
At least if it works, it
I
works.
don't know what the hell happened because we were doing the first episode. You'll probably hear that first episode sometime like in the future.
It's
Well,
they,
who
already,
knows?
they already heard it. This is up now.
Oh, I have no idea. Okay.
No, like if you're listening to this now, you already heard it on
Okay.
Wednesday.
Can
It's
I
hard
be
to-
honest?
Yeah.
I think this is the better episode.
Okay.
I have no idea because it went so far off the rails.
It really did. I gotta listen to what's.
I mean, I don't care. It don't matter to me what episode we would air first or second. I have no idea. But
Because you think it's all good?
we were.
I
it's fine.
gotta listen to it. Yeah.
But we were doing so well. Like the first episode, we were doing really well.
I don't know. I gotta
And
listen to this. Objectively, I think you're both right halfway, 50-50. and I just got to process it.
I mean, let's be honest, Mateo. I think both episodes were less than mediocre. But
No, I agree.
Maybe, possibly. I don't know. Maybe not. I don't know. Maybe
I got to listen to them.
maybe I'm
over.
underselling the first.
I think you
I
are.
thought in the first episode we were doing really well and everything was flowing, and then out of nowhere he goes, "How much time is on there?" And you go,
42 minutes.
and he goes, "All right, we're gonna end this episode, and we're gonna do a full hour." And I'm like,
And we're doing it,
but,
huh?
and he goes, because now we're heating up, and now we're catching fire.
Yeah.
And then we turned the mics on in this episode, and there has been zero fire. You didn't heat up at all.
There's plenty of fire happening from you, and I love it.
Yeah, thank you.
Can I say this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That every now and then, in the first quarter, you start playing well towards the first quarter.
We're in the fourth quarter, and we're down like 20, and I'm hitting threes, and you're still shooting air balls.
I'm gonna bring it.
You bring it. No.
Bring it right now.
Bring it when the show's almost over at 50 minutes.
Well, that's
no,
what I mean. That's
What are we on? 55
That's when I start
minutes?
turning it on.
Turn it
Yeah.
on now. People turn this show off.
I'm gonna give no, fuck it though. We're just gonna talk.
Don't you dare touch that fucking
I'm not
thing.
touching it.
I don't mean to come down on the show or
No,
anything.
Rob is right about it.
He just keeps blurting things out of
I
nowhere.
don't think he's blurting. I just, I don't know. I gotta reprocess it. Do you want? I'm not gonna cut it because that's how your guys.
First off,
No, don't cut it. No.
No,
my
I'm not talking
defense.
about. No, I'm not talking about cutting as in turning it off. I mean like cutting it like during editing production.
it was 2 minutes of the Patrick Swayze brother Andrew Wilson.
Well,
It is 4 minutes of that.
I don't think. I think it was
2
more than 2 minutes.
I got to
It
think.
was just like I don't understand. Was we were doing? See the thing that you bringing up the Andrew Wilson thing.
It
right?
derailed
We
your-
were no, it didn't derail my bit. We all could have played. See, it's not my bit. It's our bit. We all could have played along with.
I
it.
don't know really who he is anymore.
No, I'm talking about Elliot Page.
I know who he is.
And I'm saying that we were having fun referencing movies that Ellen Page did, but now referring to Ellen Page's preferred pronoun. Right? You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get it.
But we could have just been all throwing the ball around. But we were doing that for like maybe 30 seconds, and then Greg interrupted with,
The phone call didn't help. I got.
"Well, look, I left the show basically.
I know.
I
You
quit.
walked out.
I quit the show and talked to my dad. My dad said to continue doing the show, but put Greg in check."
Greg,
That's what
I don't know. Do you feel attacked personally right now?
No,
I'm not attacking him personally.
No.
That's not
okay.
personal.
Comedically.
Communicate.
No, you feel comedically. I don't.
Comedically, I'm attacked.
I don't mean to comedically attack you. I think it's kind of. I'm sure there are people who think it's funny.
probably.
They find it amusing seeing me comedically attacked.
I think if they understood it better, because it seems like we're just keep bound. It's like we're not playing jazz.
No, we're not.
We're playing fucking 3 different versions of the guitar.
Yeah, that makes
Me and
sense. Yeah.
Mateo are playing together,
Right.
and then you come out with your electric guitar and go. "Brrr,"
I make a little noise.
We don't know what the hell's going on. Like I try to roll with you. Like you made the Kevin Sorbo reference, and I
Right.
got excited because who doesn't get excited when they hear the name Kevin Sorbo?
That's why I
But
brought it up.
okay, that's fine. But then we had to keep going with it, and like I haven't seen that God's Not Dead movie in years, and I don't know if I can comment on it. I don't remember the movie that well. I don't know how to. I don't have that kind of memory. We have to stay on. We have to stay on point. We have to stay on.
You're right.
I agree.
topic.
You're right.
I agree. I agree.
I agree.
Yeah, I can't.
I agree.
Rob, I think I congratulate you and tip of my hat to you for the needed
Don't
commentary.
take his side.
I'm
See,
not taking a side.
He keeps interrupting you too. Let Mateo speak. Go
I know.
ahead,
I know.
Tom.
Fucking know. Should I go back to the story about the Sweat Lodge and paying?
No, wait, that's not what I meant. Go
Okay,
on what
okay.
you were going to talk about. With
That's exactly what I'm talking about. Now I'll let you talk. Why? What's the longest piss you ever taken?
what does it matter? You keep asking. Remember, there was one episode we had to remove from the.
Right.
We removed from the show. We won't even put it on Patreon
Yeah.
because about 30 minutes of the episode, you were going around. You were going around the room, asking people
About that bowel.
if they shit their pants.
Yeah.
This is not the kind of stuff that anyone wants to hear nor talk about.
It's up for the listeners in Japan.
It's not. I mean, no, I don't even. Whatever. But the. I don't think anybody wants to hear that. No one wants to talk about that. It's something that really doesn't interest anybody. You're comparing adult human beings to something that infants do. And when you ask people about when they shit their pants, is either I have no idea why that interests you at all. I don't know why that would even. Who would even ask such a question? And at the same time, I have no idea if you're trying to embarrass them or you're just trying to get information out of them. I think, is it a source of humor? Why would you ask such a thing?
1 minute. Make it work.
You're in the hot seat, bud.
I know. Greg, you have to break the silence.
I'm sorry I did that.
No, it's not. I mean, I don't apologize. It's not a big deal or nothing, but just be better, man. Just be better.
Elevate.
I didn't-
Excelsior.
I thought it was I was talking about being lazy. How I don't how I would. I'm so lazy.
You still talking about the bodily?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
so
he is.
lazy that I would want someone to pee for me.
Oh, that's how it turned
That's
into.
how. But you went up. You went to go take
Take a
your
phone call. Yeah, I wouldn't do that if we were just still passing the ball around.
Right.
But you had to interrupt with Andrew Wilson, the third Wilson brother that nobody knows.
You know what's my favorite Wilson? Woodrow Wilson.